Damn.
Hi guys, my name's Vicky. Welcome back to my channel. This is Mum Life Journals, and on this channel I deal with anything to do with kind of planning and journaling and subscription kits and things like that, as well as books, because I'm obsessed with books also. This is just going to be a little mishmash of everything, so I apologise if it's not something you want to watch. I've got two things to unbox that I've been waiting on, and then I just wanted to have a little chat as it's planner season. As we all know, everybody's going nuts, all the videos are dropping, nobody knows what's going on. This is not going to be a video telling you what I've decided to do, but I hope it might help those of you who are thinking about a certain kind of planner and make some decisions going forward on that. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to do the unboxing for those of you who are not interested in the planner chat, and then we'll just have a chat. So I do have here today my Rosey Life Planner kit. This normally, I don't know what has happened, and I actually had to reach out to Linda a couple of times because it took ages to get here this time. I've normally had this way in advance of her releasing her video showing it, and all the extras have gone live. And I like showing mine before that, because then if you've not got it, you have the opportunity to go on and see and know what you want and get those extras. But it's only just arrived today, which is really odd, but we move. This is my Graceful Muse Paperie one. As you can see, I have not seen them. So as always, I will give you my true reaction. I pay for all of the things I show on here myself. So it is not something that I feel like I have to not be honest about. I'm always honest. I'm not the kind of person to slate things and be horrible about things, but I will tell you if I think something is worth the value. Sorry, I can't get into this. I'm trying to hide my address. I will tell you what I think, and it's not in a mean way, but it is being realistic about things. So this looks like it's not that I dislike it, but it's not gonna be for me. This is a coffee theme. I have seen this on Becky's channel from whoops, I did it again. I know she's literally obsessed with coffee, and she's all over this kit. This will be 100% her, like, one of her favorites. I do not even drink coffee, so I like the kind of pictures and stuff, but this isn't a kit for me. But let's have a look what she's got. So it's when you move into this, isn't it, from summer. And the other thing is, this is a British company, but she's put fall, which I know for my American watchers, you all say fall. We say autumn. So that's a bit sad, really. I know that, you know, you guys say fall, but it's autumnal to us. It's autumn. Okay. Behind every successful person is a substantial amount of coffee. Again, I don't really like that. Maybe if you're an absolutely obsessive coffee drinker, that would mean more to you. Yeah, I think I'd just like cut that and make that like mind you, I could tear it, couldn't I, and put some things around it. It is heavily on the coffee theme this time, which is amazing if you love it. So again, this is the paper. So we've got the croissant and the coffee beans and the cups of coffee. That would be really pretty as a cover. It would still make a really pretty cover whether you like coffee or not. You can't really tell that's coffee if you have it this side, I don't feel. So yeah, I quite like that. Is it going to make me run and change my planner cover? Not this month. Let's see what the stickers are like. Hopefully they're not all like coffee themed, and there's something else in here. So we have, this is the thank you card, which is coffee, a liquid that smells like fresh ground heaven, and it's the thank you card. So I don't have a code, guys, unfortunately, so I can't give you one, but once you start shopping you get codes. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to give that out, you see, so I wouldn't want to. So these are nice little die cut ones. So you've got brew. Now that is what we say from where I'm from for any kind of cup of tea. Say, do you want a brew? So I'm not overly mad about that. But then you've got this coffee sticker. That again I could use because it's like a cup of tea, and I do like the contrast actually. I really like that it's like a black background for a change rather than the white all the time. Okay, let's bring you down a bit more while we go through the stickers because you need to be a little bit closer. So let's move these to one side. And we have the September monthly like die cut sticker with gold foiling. Let's have a little looky. So, oh, this is not too bad. There is an awful lot of coffee, and I know that's the theme this month, caffeinated moment. You've got coffee literally everywhere, and it actually says coffee on it. That's coffee stain, coffee. So, yeah. I actually feel at the minute, unless it gets a bit better, I would prefer to like re-gift this to someone who actually really would appreciate this kit in the sense that they love coffee so much, like Becky, because I'm just not gonna love it like somebody like that would. This page is not too bad. That could be anything. That could be a hot chocolate or whatever. You know, the florals, you've got some more generic elements on there. Then we have the washi strips. This is giving me kind of more vintagey vibes. The little thin strips there are fine. They've got like cups and things on, but that's okay. Well, let me have a look at the illustrations. So the illustrations, not too bad. Again, why do we need a cup in every single illustration? I get it's caffeinated moment. But do we really want, I mean, again, look, do we really want a spread that is just about cups? A cafetiere and a coffee shop. Take up. Yeah, this is, I know this is making me sound, after I just said I would be, you know, not like dissing people. And I'm not trying to, but this is my least favourite Graceful Muse Paperie kit I've ever had. And I think it's just because it's so niche. The washi strips have it on, you know, mate, you could get away with that one. You know, everyone loves a coffee shop. It doesn't mean you just say you drink coffee. So literally there's barely any stickers in this that I feel that I would want to use in my planner. I personally don't, even if it was a tea theme and I drink tea, would not want cups on every single page, like on my weekly spreads, just cups everywhere, or on my dailies, cups everywhere interspersed with a very few amount of flowers, because it's even on the washi, and then we've got our functional. This sounds really dissing, and it's really not meant to. It's my own personal thoughts, and if you love coffee, you're going to think completely different to me. This is probably going to be right up your alley and one of your best kits like that you've ever had from Graceful Muse Paperie. It is just not for me. I actually think I may actually resell this. I am not going to use it. I think I may put it up for sale, because I know there'll be people out there who would absolutely adore this kit, and it's going to be completely wasted on me. I am not going to love it. I'm not going to love opening my pages. It's like having one all about cake, for example, but you don't eat cake. You know, you wouldn't want cake all over your planner. or you know, you really don't like cats and you're a dog person and it's got cats all over it, it's just the same. It's not anything against, you know, Graceful Muse Paperie. She's just gone for a really kind of niche theme this month, which is completely fine. But I think, yeah, for those of us who don't drink coffee and don't get the fascination and the obsession, which I know some of you have, so it's not going to be something that I want plastered all over my planner for a month. So I am going to very carefully package this back up, and I think that's going to go up for sale shortly because it's a waste for me to keep something that I'm not really ever going to use. Okay, so, and that actually was my last Graceful Muse Paperie kit. I've been talking about culling my kits for so long, and I reduced one of my Harriet Wright Designs ones. I didn't get the monthly and the mystery anymore. I'm just getting the monthly. I keep thinking I'm going to cancel that, but I don't. And then I was going to just keep Rosey Life Planner and the Harriet Wright Designs one, and then I found Little Bloom Paperie, and I absolutely adored, if you've not seen my video yet, to the point where I've already set up for September. We are on the 27th of August today, and I set up last week. Part of that is because they are going back to school on the 1st. I've got a holiday in September and lots of appointments, and I wanted it set up. But the other thing is I just couldn't wait. I got that kit quite late, and it was for July, and it was just so gorgeous that I couldn't not use it, and so colourful and happy. I used it for September, and even though I had September kits, it won me over. And this is a September kit that I may have used from what I've seen online, but again, it's literally only just arrived, and I know we're not in September yet, but wait until the 27th of August is not going to cut it for me when the kids are going back to school. So this is one that I'm hoping I'll use maybe in October. So at the minute, I have Rosey Life Planner. I've just cancelled Graceful Muse Paperie. I have the Harriet Wright Designs monthly kit, and I'm getting the Little Bloom Paperie kit. Again, I don't need 3. I have 1 planner, and that is all I'm using with sticker kits at the moment. Trying to make it to the end of the year in 1 book. We'll go into that in a minute. I'll go into like planners and stuff, or maybe I'll save that for another video. For those of you who really don't want to listen to it, I'll decide in a moment. But yeah, it's something I need to think about. I'm getting busier and busier. I'm barely getting time to actually journal at the minute. It's very functional, writing things down that I need to know, and appointments and things like that. And I'm not actually getting to journal. I'm having to go and backfill. Even on my birthday, I had to backfill. I'm just not getting time. I'm not getting time to film. I'm not getting time to plan, as in journal, fully journal. So what do I need all these sticker kits for? But I've got Real FOMO, and I went all the way down to 2 kits, and now I've gone back up to 3 again. So let's just, you know, deal with our choices, life choices. This is the September kit from the Rosey Life Planner. I can already see from this absolutely gorgeous sticker that says Public Library, and it's got like a stamp on it and books. I'm gonna love it because this is me. And just like people who don't like books might look at this and go, oh, books, you know, not interested, is how I kind of felt about the coffee. So just saying. Right, I'm going to try and keep it a little bit of a surprise. Let's do it bit by bit. Ooh, what's in here? Ooh, so we always keep the sticker, always keep that sticker. So we've got this new little thing that she introduced, which is just a little teeny tiny Hello September with an 09, and then these are 3 little tabs that she started putting in. look at this. And she started doing these. Oh, academia season. Oh, love it. That is the whole bit about September I used to love. Absolutely love. Even as a kid, I would absolutely go nuts, and I'd have to get, I don't need to take this out of here, do I? Brand new pencil cases, brand new pencils, brand new folders. I lived for September, and I don't really get to do that now, obviously, so I get super excited. But yes, I'm feeling all the feels. I'm trying to not let the light shine on it, but it's all like public library books. They've got a little bit of foil. These are transfer stickers. So this is just going to put a little touch of gold, like this stamp on here, a little touch of gold to your planner. It's going to kind of look like that, which is really cute and unique that you get to choose where you want to do that. So I like that touch she started doing. This is the cards that we get now. So this is another thing she started doing. She doesn't just do like a thank you card anymore. It's a really, really pretty card on one side and then something very useful and functional on the other. So this is gorgeous. It says Smithsonian Institute National Museum, and I love the colours. Love these colours. It's like going into autumn without being really dreary. I love this. Starting with the cozy vibe. So this is journaling prompts this time. Learn about the planner girl you are. So we've got self-awareness and identity as a planner girl, beliefs and values, habits and mindset, creativity and expression, and dreams, growth and vision. I'm not gonna leave that for everyone to kind of copy, because I don't think that's fair on Linda. I think, you know, if you want all the work that's gone into this, it should be something that you buy. So I'm not going to run through all those prompts. I don't think that's fair. But I do like that it's not just a thank you card all the time now. She's really, really trying hard, and I've had loads of really useful cards out of that. This is my problem with, I keep thinking, oh, this is my most expensive subscription, guys. I get them, well, it was the middle one, but she's gone up now. She's got a deluxe one, deluxe supreme. Look at that. Look at it. And I'm still on the Blossom kit because of finances, which is fine. Oh, look. But I think you get so many unique little things in here that you don't get in other ones. You get the vellum, you get lots of functionals. You can literally set up like all your spreads with the functional stickers that she gives you with the dates and everything. I love the little journaling card, which is really unique, with something on the back every month that helps. And I just can't give it up. This is like my comfort blanket though. This was my first, when I moved from bullet journaling, which I did since 2020, over to planning. Because of the paper, I was loving the Tomoe ribbon paper, because I'd come from very, very, very thick 160 GSM paper in the like Archer and Olive, those kind of planners. And that was because the thicker the better when you're bullet journaling. For a lot of people in that community, we use heavy on the kind of adding in watercolor, ink, that sort of business. So to go to Tomoe river paper like 52 GSM was absolutely insane. It took me so long to get used to it. I did like the crinkly feel, but it took a lot of getting used to the ghosting and things like that. But then I started moving away from having the time to plan out all the pages and think of what you wanted to draw or how you wanted to decorate the page, and fell down the rabbit warren when I'm looking for a planner and another way of planning that wasn't bullet journaling, of finding Hobonichi. And then you had the likes of the Coffee Monster Co. with Helen and her beautiful planners, and I'm like, ooh, stickers. And it probably was Helen at Coffee Monsters Co. that made me start wanting stickers. But the first time I saw about planner kits was when I saw a video about Rosey Life Planner. And it was August next year. I've done a full year now. My first kit, I think, was either August or September last year. And I've had it every single month since. And it's that comfort that I know that even if I don't like a design of one of my other kits, I'm probably always going to like. I think there's been one, and it wasn't one that I didn't like. It was one that I didn't prefer. And that was simply because it was like a purple theme. I think it was only a couple of months ago. And it wasn't that I didn't like it and would never use it at all. It's just purple is not my colour. And there was another kit that I had that suited the season or the month that I had that I really wanted to use. But other than that, I've really struggled to not just keep using Rosey Life Planner. And I think most of my A5, when I do my end of year flip through, I'm having to force myself to use other kits now. But nearly the whole of the year has been the Rosey Life Planner kit that I have chosen in it. And it was my Rosey Life Compact Horizontal that I was using my Harriet Wright Designs kits in. And occasionally I would jazz it up and use my Graceful Muse Paperie kit. But I majoritively use my Rosey Life Planner kits. So I do love them, and I although it's my most expensive kit at the minute, I just can't bring myself to stop. So at the minute she's not going anywhere. So we have the little tiny mini calendar and another little Hello September, another chapter 9, and a little cute sticker, which I really appreciate, because I like putting this at the beginning of on my first weekly to introduce September, because the weeklies just keep flowing into each other. And obviously I save the bigger September for kind of like the monthly page, but I really like this. I enjoy this. Then we have the little journaling card, which is her thank you card. This is how she gives it you now, but she makes it functional and useful again. So it's a little journaling card with the September month on it, so you can just tuck that inside your planner. Amazing. And then these are your freebies. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at the lanterns, the little like where we have the firefly. Oh, are they? Ah, okay, so they are part of the same sticker. The lanterns and the lights are one sticker. Oh, I love that look. Can you see? Really, really nice. I love it. This is probably one of my favorites. Again, I love the colours. Really classic. I love the fairy lights and the lanterns, and it just gives you that cozy vibe with the colours, and then like the books and stuff like that. Just, yeah, perfect. We have September in 2 different fonts and 2 different 09s for your planning needs. And we have some more journaling cards. So we've got a library. Ooh, a beautiful library scene. And we have Never Stop Learning. How apt with it being September. So that was just that little tiny envelope, guys. This is what I mean. You like, that was just all in there. Right, let's do the vellums and then we'll do the stickers. So we've done the journaling card, we've done the little envelope, we've got the 2 stickers that are included on the packaging itself. Then we always have this, which is the little vellum band. And believe me when I say, this is always used in my plans, because it's always really, really pretty. And most of the time it matches the theme as well. So it's just extra decoration. Why would you not use it, really? So I'm going to take that off. I mean, look, isn't that pretty? So I stuck up that tape on there, and we need the paper to show you the vellums. So we have this one with Public Library on, and the beautiful lanterns again, and the gorgeous flowers. We have gold foiling detail on there. So that would be a really nice cover. That way you've got that way up if you wanted to just have an A4 piece. Really like that. move that to that side, and then we've got another piece of vellum. Oh, look at this. Now this might make me choose my planner cover, change my planner cover for the autumn season already. A beautiful, beautiful library scene. Love this layered text. And then you've got this little touch of gorgeous gold. That is stunning as a cover. I love it. Oh, amazing. That's happening. I don't know which way now though. I want it that way too. That'd be nice. Oh, right, that is being changed. That is going to be my new planner cover next time you see my planner. I've got a really nice summery one on at the minute, but it's going to be changed. And this absolutely gorgeous. So these come in whatever size you order. You can order, I think it's most sizes she does now, like you know, TN, compact size, which is like your week size, A5. She can do A5 punched, B6. You tell her what size you want, and she cuts it to the size. So she's one of the only. Well, she's the only. Yeah, because Graceful Muse Paperie does paper, but I don't know anyone else who does vellums and gives you vellums, especially not dashboards. Right, and then we have the die cut, which you always have. Look at that absolutely stunning desk. Look at that. It's got the gold foiling saying library. You've got the desk with the open journal. There's so many bits of layer in there. I really, really love that. It's so pretty. I might save that for the front of my new journal. I love that. Okay. Now, it's like Linda read my mind and plucked out all the things that I love the most, and that's why we love her. So let's do the big, oh my God, bigger ones first. Look at those washies, guys. You've got the beautiful lanterns again, the little nice thin strips. You've got these little edges. You've got the beautiful little gold bows and these really decorative pieces on the edge. So pretty. Then we have, this is what I mean about the functionality. You've got all the dates. This is if you have an undated planner, you can use it on your dailies. You've got your chapter 9, which I love. You've got September 09, and then you've got some extra days here. Hold that thought. There is a reason why I say extra days, because we also have 5 weeks of days here that have these little elements in that match the theme, as well as another 2 lots of days of the week at the top. So we've got 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks. That's nuts. And then all the days of the dates of the week as well. Okay, this is a larger scene with some more washi and smaller elements. I love when she layers things like this. So you've got like the flowers, you've got the thing in the little decorative piece in the background, and then the gold layering on the top. So she's done all the layering for you. You don't need to worry about it. You can just pop that down. It's the same as this one with the bigger piece. So she's got the scene, and then she's got the lanterns, the paper in the background, she's got the foiled stamp and the little element at the bottom, and it just looks like you've layered all those elements yourself on the page. Then we have the smaller sections of stickers. So again, we've got more functionals, these beautiful dots that tie in with the theme again. You've got these little swatches that you can highlight things with. You've got this month, this week, and then lots of like trackers and this important to do, things like that. And then you've got some numbers. Now she normally does another set of smaller number. Oh, we don't have that this time. Okay. Normally she has the small set of numbers as well, but we haven't got that this time, and I will go through these ones next. So we have these ones. So again, this beautiful lantern. This could be tea or coffee, just saying. That beautiful desk that we have on the die cut. So I do get to still use it if I want to save that die cut. Like I really do want to put that on the front of my next journal. I've got this stack of books, beautiful bed, typewriter, bath. It's like all my favourite things, like really pretty lights, bath, Who doesn't love a typewriter? And then a beautiful desk for planning, books, bed. Amazing. You're just missing a cocktail and you're all set. What a year this week has been. Love that. What a year this week has been. Literally, she's reading my mind. Then we have, oh my gosh. We have an absolutely amazing, this is like the dream. I'm waiting, my front room is very barren at the minute because I'm waiting to save up to have something like this built, and it will need to be built like this. We have tall ceilings and we don't have bookshelves that we can put in that are large enough. So I'm waiting for that to happen. And so at the minute, all my beautiful books are just in boxes and it's driving me crazy. Love this girl, she's so pretty. Not as in pretty, but so lovely drawn, and you know how she's sitting journaling, that's lovely. Little cute kitten. Monday should be optional, 100%. Having just worked bank holiday Monday as well, that was a bit crap. You've got a little school going on here. This is more like my daughter's room, laptop, studying away. I don't know if I remember if I told you in my last video. She's just got her A-level results and smashed it, so I'm so proud of her. And then we've got, again, some more layered stickers, these beautiful lanterns again, and these little teeny tiny elements that are just really, really useful for either like highlighting something important. So it might be a birthday or an event or an appointment that you've got on your monthly calendar or something like that. You just put a little something there to kind of draw your eye to it. If you're at a loss and you just you think it looks a bit bare, you can just dot a few of these little mini elements around and it just fills a space. Yeah, they're really useful, but I do kind of use these quite functionally as well as just filling in space. I find I really like how they, especially on my monthlies, to just draw the eye. I know you've got these, but these are quite large for those boxes. So I tend to pick these little tiny elements like that to just draw the eye to something on a particular, on the monthly spread. So that kit, it's really weird this month. I've gone from my least favourite kit to one of my most favourite kits in this unboxing, and that's, yeah, that was a little bit of a whirlwind unexpectedness. So yeah, I would see this would have come, and this would 100% would have been my September spread. I'm not mad that I used the little bloom paperie because that is gorgeous, and I am going on holiday, so I do still feel a little bit in like summer mode at the minute. So I will probably use this in October because I want to continue to use the rest of my little bloom paperie kit for September, and believe me, there is a ton of it to use, so having enough to go through all the dailies is not going to be an issue at all. But this, my problem now is she needs to not do a really amazing one for flipping October now, because then I need to like kick them all down the path and I'm going to get stuck, aren't I? But this is 100% going to get used, and I 100% it has to be maybe October, because it's cozy vibes and I love the colours and the books and the snuggliness, and it's just chef's kiss perfection. Right, I don't know how long I've been on here. Shall we make it a long one or not? Let's get rid of these. I'm not going to do a full chat then. I was going to like show you my A5 and the B6 that I tried and things like that, and you know, like, really, who cares? What I'm going to show you though is this. So Hobonichi is going nuts at the minute with showing what they've got coming up. I have had the cousin full year. I've had a year of the Avec 2 book, and my very first year I only started halfway through a year, so I had half of the year Avec as well. And I've had a A6 my first year with my Avecs, and then I got this in 2024, which was my normal size weeks, for my carry, everyday carry, for everything else, as opposed to A6. Now, I loved the A6. I did love it. Came on holiday with me. It was so easy to carry around, but everyone was raving about the weeks, and I wanted to try it. I did use it. I used it a lot. I used it all the way through. You can see I used quite a lot of the notes pages. I was very into Coffee Monsters Co. I used a lot of stickers, but it is floofy. I love it. It's floofy because I did use it a lot. You can see I didn't stick to one particular, there was days when I didn't write anything. I didn't particularly speak, but I generally kind of had to-dos on one side, and things I needed to make sure I did, and then it was appointments and everything else. I had penciled off a little bit for meal planning sometimes. It didn't always happen, but I really enjoyed it. And I had the Coffee Monsters sticker kits, and the front is my favourite. I had all the Coffee Monsters sticker kits, and because it was so pretty, it made me want to come into it all the time. I really enjoyed being in this. Loved it. I didn't love the theme that Helen went with the year after. I think it was like food or something, or variety, but I loved the flower theme, which is why I went with that. And I really used the hell out of it, and I loved it, and I loved the apple red or whatever it was. This is a cover from Etsy. But then I thought I'd try this. So this is a Kinbor Weeks. I got this for 2025. I haven't used it as much because I've been in and out trying to find, you know, do I want a B6? Do I want this? Do I want this? And I have to say, I absolutely was loving at the beginning of the year my Rosey Life Planner Compact Horizontal. It was dream. It was bigger than this, and granted I had lots of notes pages left. I didn't need a massive one, but that's what she had at the time when I was ordering my planners. But it was quite thick because it was like the Weeks Mega, if you will, and I was putting lots of kits in it and things like that. So I picked this up really for my daughter, and she didn't want to use it, and I only started using it properly in April because I just wanted one to that I could throw in my bag and not worry about. So I decided I am not using kits. It will be pen only. I can use a highlighter or whatever, but it's pen only. And the freedom I've got from not having to worry, does it look pretty or whatever, has been really useful. But as you can see, it is literally the same as the Weeks. It's much whiter, if we're comparing. The calendar in the oh gosh, so sorry. So sorry, I've just messed all that up, haven't I? I don't even know if you were seeing or me flipping through that. I'll just give it another quick flip in case you weren't looking. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I completely forgot I was zoomed in, so you can see I did use all of it. So there's not a lot of differences, if I'm being completely honest. So you've got the calendar page here, which I think is bigger slightly in the Kinbor. You don't have this bit that you have in the Weeks because you've got the Japanesey writing, but it's fine. Then you have, I prefer this. So you have like your perpetual calendar. It is so tiny, you can't do anything with it. You can track kind of like periods and things like that, but I find this far more functional the way they've got it in here. That's like a whole year on 2 pages, but in here you've got it 4 months, and you've got a lot more space to write across, and you've got all this. So these are kind of sectioned off at the bottom with a slightly darker line. You could even put like a little picture in there, like your favorite picture of the month. You could write up here if you wanted to use it as a tracker and track all the way down, or you could, and then you can write notes here. You could write it here and here if you're finding it struggling to go along. You could use the top bit for important events and then put all your trackers down here. You could use that. It is such a way more versatile space than what is in the weeks. So we'll get past that. I'm using it for my shift tracker. And then we get into the monthly. So let me try and find an empty monthly like that and like that. So as you can see, the differences are you have the month before and the month after as a mini calendar here, but it's just taking up the space that would be there anyway. You can't really put anything there, but you could put a sticker over that if you wanted to. You've both got a column down both sides, which is the same size. Now the gap at the bottom on the weeks is much bigger, and you have these 4 little boxes here that you can put like priorities and things to do and things like that. But it's faint enough that you don't have to use it for that purpose. The colouring, this is way darker. So if you like to be able to see clearly and easily what is going on, this might be for you. But this shading is way darker. They do have the same shading, the same grey and pink or red on the weekends. But it's nowhere near as dark. Neither is the grid or the lines or the numbers. There's also the paper colour difference. So this is way whiter than this. Now I know they say that the weeks is done like this because you're meant to use it when you're out and about, and it's meant to be easier on the eyes if it's sunny and things like that. But some people just don't like the yellowy colour and wish it wasn't that way. So if you are looking for a really good alternative, this is white, and the boxes are bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's not much bigger. You've got the blank space, You've got, it's a Monday start. You've got the little Japanese writing next to each one, and you do it on here as well. There isn't a great deal of difference. You have the week numbers really small next to each week, and you do here as well. It's literally barely any difference. The only difference is that because the boxes are bigger, you have less room at the bottom. But if you'd rather have more space to write in rather than this bit at the bottom, then this is slightly better. After the months, you have this bit, which is a plan of the new year. So you get this whole top section, which is blank. And then you get these, and these are separated into the months of the year and the boxes there. So you can write in major plans, like when I left my job and started my new job, if you're moving house, if you've got any big projects going on when you're planning to do it. You could put goals, I want to lose so much weight by this date, or I've got to save this much money. You could put in each box how much you've managed to save towards your goal. Whatever it might be, this is a really good, not overly complicated place to break down your plans for your year. It could be your New Year's resolutions. It could be a long-term goal such as weight loss, or saving for a special event or something. It could be you're planning a wedding and you're writing, this month I'm going to sort out the flowers, this month I need to get my dress, that sort of thing. But it's a really good place to keep it all. In the weeks, it goes straight into your weeks. So you don't get that kind of goal planning page. And then this goes into the weeks. So I don't know that I've got a blank week in here, because I'm using one that I actually used a lot. If I can get a page that I didn't use a lot, so you can actually see it. It's not going to happen, guys. Let's use this one. Okie doke. So again, very, very white. You have On the weeks, you have this that says December, and you just have the number of the month on the Kinbor, and a little teeny tiny, the year 2025 here, and then week 1 there. And this has the same, you can't see it, sorry, apologies, like 47th week. This says first week. In this bar, almost identical, but as you can see in the Kinbor, it goes all the way down to the bottom. It doesn't in the weeks because you have, as you can see, I covered it up all the time because it drove me mad, and covered it as best as I can. These quotes. Now, I had this English version, but I don't care. I don't want to see this. I'd prefer to have more space like this in here. So I prefer the Kinbor again, actually. Now we're looking at them side by side for that purpose. In here, you have the moon phase. In the weeks, you have the number and the day, the month, and then it in Japanese. On this one, you have the day of the month, the date of the month, Japanese. You have the day of the month in Japanese again, and then what day it is, which is weird. So 365, 366 leap year, and then day 1, day 2, day 3, which obviously as you get through day 190 sort of thing there. You don't have the quote. These boxes therefore are bigger. You have the same, if you can just see, I don't know if you can see the very, very slight little dots that it has on the weeks page, that you can separate it into 3 columns. And then you have this really faint line on this side where you can separate it like I did at times for meal planning or whatever you want to put there, you can put down there. Kinbor has the same. You have the little tiny dots, so you can separate it into 3 columns, and you have the line all the way down, and the rest is just grid. They both have the little mini calendar in the bottom right hand corner. The weeks has this tab like this, and the Kinbor looks like this. So they both literally have so many elements that are the same, and they're ever so slightly different. This one has 2 ribbons, as you can see. Sorry if it's gone blurry. And this one has 2 ribbons too that match the colour of the diary. So you go all the way to the end. I can't say the paper is very different, but I know the paper's changed for 2026 in this, but I really can't really feel that much of a difference. At the back, you have a blank page with some lines here so that you can put page number and subject, and it's got some useful abbreviations. And then you have quite a lot of notes pages, and then you have these little weird things like using things around your house to measure. Favorites, you have my 100, which is quite nice but never used. Interview with myself, some recipes, never use that. 365 days check off, addresses, and my information. At the back of this one, you get to the end of December and you have all the notes pages. These the difference is with this, these are not numbered unless you get to the back to the notes pages. The notes pages are numbered, if you can see that right down in the bottom corner. And this one's the same, they are numbered right down at the bottom corner. So let's have a look how many notes pages you get. You get, in this one, you get 82. And in the weeks, you get 73. So you get more in the Kinbor. You have a schedule here, days of the week at the top. And then you have a time bar from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. all the way down. You have a gift list. You have what I'm using for weight tracker. This is the 21 days plan, and you have all these separate boxes and it counts down 21 days, and then you have a notes section here. So I'm just keeping a track of my weight on there. You have your favourites list at the back, which is a really decent size for a couple of pages, 4 pages. And then you have lots of things in kind of Japanese that you can't tell. You have the map of China, or I keep saying Japanese, Chinese, apologies. And that's it, like a ruler at the back. You have the pocket. It's really thin paper. It's really not going to hold anything. But having said that, there was nothing on the back of the weeks. This is entirely on the cover, and there's nothing on the front either. They are the exact same size. Same kind of thickness. Obviously, that's got loads of stickers in it. So, price difference, guys. The price difference was phenomenal. I think I paid about £4 for this. I think I spent about £12 to £15, and I got a week's size. I got an A6 size for my daughter, and I got another A6, a different version that I did a giveaway with. You can't grumble at the price. If you love the week's size and you're not being, let's face it, snobby about it being Hobonichi, there is absolutely no reason why you would not pay less for the same planner. It's got more stuff in it, more pages, but not so much that it makes it heavier. But it's got all the same elements. You've got more space on your daily pages because of the size of the boxes, and you don't have the quotes. You've got more pages, more space on your monthly bits because the boxes are that much bigger. Unless you're particularly wanting a design or colour of the weeks, I would say save your hard-earned pennies. And there is absolutely, I mean, even down to the front. Let's take this out of here. It's never been out of here. I mean, look, the date's in the same, oh, this has got water on it, look. The date's in the same place. It looks exactly the same. Oh, actually, now that it's out, the Kinbor maybe the slightest, teeniest, tiniest bit bigger. Or maybe that's just the cover, I'm not sure. But the date's in the same place. It could literally be a Hobonichi. It's just when you open it up, this has got Kinbor, and this doesn't say anything. It's just got the Hobo cover page, and that says Hobonichi Techo, and this says 2025 weekly. That's it. That's your major difference. So I think if you're not snobby enough to kind of be, and I'm going to say it like that because honestly, I hear a lot of people raving about Hobonichi, and, you know, I loved the cousin. There's lots of other small companies that could do with support to stay afloat and keep doing the wonderful things that they do, that could do with support rather than these big global corporations. I'm not saying don't buy Hobonichi. I am not against Hobonichi. I enjoyed my Hobonichi. I did not enjoy elements of it, such as the quotes everywhere and the colours on the pages, which is why I am trying different little companies to see if their planners can fulfill what I need, but also to support these companies that are trying their best to make a living, little families. But I know Kinbor's not a little family, but it's literally the exact same, almost identical. It's got a 2025 on the edge. It doesn't on that. There's nothing on the, oh, it's got a Hobonichi embossed on that, and that just says Kinbor, keep imaginative and be on the road. That's it. So I just thought, with it being Hobonichi season and Hobonichi fast approaching for the pre-orders and people losing their minds trying to order online, I know Kinbor's gone crazy as well, and a lot of them have sold out. But if you're just looking for something and you love the size, compactness, the layout and everything of the weeks, and you're thinking, I just cannot afford that this year, or there is no reason for me to spend something just because of a name of Hobonichi, consider the Kinbor. Have a little look. I have been using highlighters and marker pens, and as you can see, that's a dark green and it has not come through. The yellow, the like mustardy colour has not come through. This is glitter marker and the purple has not come through. The blue you can barely see. It's just as good, if not, you know, the same or better as this, because you can't see through this either. But this was 2024, guys. This was before the paper went shocking. I think they were using batch one or something paper in Kinbor, and I'm not sure if that's the case this year. I'm sure people are saying the paper's not the same, but they're not displeased with the paper. But I know with everyone being a little bit unsure about what's going to happen with Tomorrow River paper this year, and people being absolutely devastated in 2025 with the debacle with TRP for most of Hobonichi and lots of other planner manufacturers as well. It was not just Hobonichi. But that left me a little bit about Tomorrow River paper this year. It is a valid option. So I just thought, as this was sitting on my desk and I can see everyone going nuts about Hobonichi, I would offer you guys a little look at something that could be a valid alternative before you make your decisions in September. So I will leave this video here. It's been quite long, and I will be back soon and I will discuss what I have chosen for 2026. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.